everybody. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. Oh, yeah. Doing the Wissota Street Stock thing for the next couple of weeks. In the studio today, along with the other half of the Bullring Boys, Chad Hoff, we have got the driver of the number 4 Street Stock, Trey Hess, and the 99 of Josh Barker. Also going to give a big shout out to Northwest Tire, who sponsors Dirty Thursday. You know, for tires or work on your vehicle and more, check out Northwest Tire and Gateway Drive, North Dakota's largest tire dealer. They're family owned for over 40 years, from big to small. Northwest Tire does it all. You can find all the big name brands too: Toyo, Nokian, Bridgestone, Firestone, and more. Call them up to schedule your next appointment, 701-780-8473. They're on Gateway Drive in Grand Forks. Northwest Tire, helping you get the perfect tires for whatever you drive. You do that like it's really something. What do you got there, bud?
I just, everybody drinks Busch Lights here. And I'm drinking a Monster Energy.
Oh, okay.
I just want to crack it by there.
Oh, all right.
It's still a goof thing.
Hey, welcome to the studio.
Hey, well, thanks.
Just wanted to make sure you remembered where we were at.
Yeah.
And before we get going here, too, if we look over to my left.
Well, hold on. You forget about jokes my neighbor tells me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. See, you got me all fricked up here.
I know my beautiful face does that.
If you have any questions or comments, feel free. If you have any questions for Trey, Josh, myself, or Chad, our number is 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. All right, here we go. Jokes my neighbor tells me. Hey. Well, let's see. One of you guys is getting married. That you?
Yep.
And you are married. I'm married. Paul, the producer's married. Okay, so the next time your wife gets angry, here's what you do. You drape a towel over her shoulders like a cape and say, "Now you're super angry." And maybe she'll laugh, or maybe you'll die. One of the two. That was all right.
That's okay.
Nick Curtis, good morning. John, Trey, Josh, and crew. David Barker, birthday boy Josh Barker. Happy birthday, Josh, from Nick Curtis. And this is what I was going to do next. Yeah, we do have a birthday boy. Josh Barker is in here. Let's do this for him.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
We're going to do a little camera adjustment here.
Oh.
There we go. Did you move?
I didn't.
No, okay. I think Chad might have bumped it. There we go. I'm going to blame it on you.
All right. My fault.
Okay. Hey, what's new in the tire world, by the way? Beets
Beet
getting ya?
harvest. Yeah, that's
Beat
emergency.
off 2023.
Yeah, beat off 2023 is
I stole that, by the way. Okay.
begun. Today, not so much with the rain and around, but yesterday they started pulling afternoon. You're going to be busy with that too. It's crazy.
Yeah, we were supposed to start actually a week ago today with one day of a soft harvest and then start on Friday. We still have yet to get in the field.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, I think.
Yeah.
Especially with this rain and stuff, then everybody's going to be scrounging. So I was told majority of everybody's probably going to be going on Saturday, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what the rain happens. So
Let's see. Jamestown Stampede this weekend. That was supposed to go last weekend.
Rained out. I wonder is it raining down there tonight?
I don't know. I think maybe you're heading down there.
We are. Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning?
So it's a Friday, Saturday, 2-day show, but they did leave Sunday for a rain date. Is that, or
Well,
we're not sure?
They were planning rain date. I think was all day Saturday.
Okay.
But
All day
okay.
Saturday.
Make it a
Yep.
2-day deal.
You're not going?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
You don't believe so?
And then did you guys say Ogilvy's going this weekend too?
Yep.
Okay.
They're Fall
Okay.
Classic.
Okay. Oh, sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think FYE is there doing that one, I think.
Yep. They are. Yep.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So there are still guys around here running.
Yeah.
Tucker Peterson is going to be on the show next week. So maybe we'll get to be talking to a national champion.
Yeah, North Dakota State Champion for sure.
Yep. So that's all really cool.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we're going to start. We'll start to the left here. Josh, man, how are you?
Josh.
Good. Glad to be here. Thank you,
Birthday
guys.
boy.
See what shirt he's wearing?
Yeah.
Comes in here talking about basketball wearing a 49ers shirt.
Yeah. What about the Twins?
Braves. Sorry.
Oh my. All right, we're not going to talk to him anymore.
Should I just get up and leave?
No, we'll let
thanks
you
for coming in.
We'll let you stay
Appreciate it.
because it's your birthday.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
How old are you today?
39.
Wow. Ooh.
39.
Ooh, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little
Oofta.
bit about yourself. I don't want to know anything about racing. I just want to know about Josh Barker in other aspects of his life.
Yeah. Married, 2 kids. Live in Thompson. We've lived there 5-6 years now. I I enjoy being outside in the summer. Absolutely hate winter.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong state, but
I used to love winter, but I don't anymore either. Now, you came from where?
South Carolina. We moved here in '97
97. When you picked just a great time to move here too, didn't you?
after the flood. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the deal? Mom and Dad just didn't like the Carolinas anymore, or how did that work?
My mom and my stepdad, they wanted to get us out of there. We lived in kind of a bad neighborhood, bad area, so they wanted to get us out of there. More opportunity. Just happened to meet a farmer in the Hope Page area, and just they
Decided
stayed,
just
stayed
let's
for
go.
a summer and worked, and then my stepdad got on, and just 1 year turned into 15, 20, and here we are.
And if it wasn't for winter, it's a nice place up there.
It is. I'd say that I still have family down there, and they
Sure.
they complain when it gets to be like 65. They
Yeah,
got parkas
yeah.
and hats on. I'm like, it's like negative 40 here.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what do you do? Like nothing.
And when we
I'm still wearing my shorts.
Yeah, I mean,
I get looked at all the time. I'm in shorts all the time.
yeah, we got the bartender Scotty over there at Rumors.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that wears them 365 days a year.
Yeah.
I want to see
Josh
what he
does
wears
too.
at his wedding. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts right now, so is he. Yeah, I love that. Now let's go across here. Trey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised here in Grand Forks, engaged, work construction.
I feel sorry for her.
How long have you been dating her?
About 5.5 years.
Okay, so she knows what she's getting into.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, do you have
5.5
any
years
relatives
is
around Thief
commitment
River
issues.
Falls?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of, because there's a lot of Hesses in that area.
Yeah.
They have an E at the end of it, right?
I don't think so.
No? I know there's some.
I don't like the jewelry store Hesses. I don't think they had an E.
He would know. I mean, that's where he's from. So
I don't know.
they're probably long, like third cousins, twice removed. You know,
Something like that.
those ones.
It could be. That
Yeah.
could be. All right.
Possibility.
How'd you get your start in racing?
My cousin actually got a B mod, Jaden Varnson, or not a B mod, a pure stock, and I was pitting for him, and I was like, well, if I'm going to devote this much time and energy into his car, why not do it with my own? And here we are.
Do you think you'll be in a street stock forever, or would you like to change classes?
I hope to move up one day.
You hope to move up.
Yeah.
Okay, when
You're
I look
already
over to the
shaking your
left,
head over there.
I can see in my peripheral vision over there that Josh is going like this.
He's talked about it a lot. I kind of just hope he does it.
Yeah?
There'll be one less person I got to worry about.
Oh, okay. and you know, he had a pretty damn good year too,
did.
so I could see that.
Yes.
Now, how did you get your start?
It's kind of the same. My brother actually he was running a pure stock in Devil's Lake, and I was out there. And way back when we lived in Myrtle Beach, we used to go to the races all the time before that, before we moved up here. It's like we went every Friday. That was just what we did. My real father used to race for when we were really little. I didn't know that. He actually still raced after we moved away. He still raced.
Oh, wow.
He raced dirt around some tracks down there. And oddly enough, his number was 99.
Oh,
And I
you didn't know that?
Had no clue.
Huh.
So I picked that number. Just it's a good dirt number. I'll just be
Yeah.
that. And
Sure.
then turned out that was him. But same kind of thing with Trey's. Like I'm helping my brother. We went to the race. Like, man, this is awesome. I should buy a car. Then bought one from a gentleman up in Canada 1 year, and
The rest is history.
the rest is history. Yeah.
You know, I've
Yeah,
never
wow.
been to Myrtle Beach. My son actually interned there for Cal Ripken Jr. And Cal Ripken Jr. put him in this condo on a golf course for an entire summer. My wife went out there and visited. I never got to, but Myrtle Beach, pretty nice, isn't it?
It is. I haven't. Let's see. My wife Tanya and I went down there maybe 5 years ago. I think lots changed.
Right.
Some stuff was the same, but in the summer, I hear the population just
Yeah, it's
quadruples.
crazy.
So
Oh.
if you want to go, it's the best to go in the winter. And
Sure. Got some more texts. Ann Hopparth, happy birthday. Kevin Pappenfuss, we started beats yesterday. It's been raining on and off since yesterday. I haven't got a call yet, so I think we are going.
Woof.
Well, I got the call this morning. I haul for Egg Mac Farms.
Yep.
So I love it because, you got 3 Macs, all ex-sprint car drivers.
Yep.
2 for sure. One's in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure Casey will probably be there soon. But then we got guys like Doogie, Mike Mashesky,
Yeah.
Rugi. All of these guys that work at River City Speedway are all involved with the beet harvest at Egg Mac Farm. So I love it.
It's like a family reunion.
It kind of is. It's really nice. I mean, even though, we pull into the shop at midnight,
Yeah.
that's when our shift gets done, and we might have a beer or two and then go home, but you're so wound up. And then I get up at 6 to come back in here in the morning. So yeah, next week, Thursday, Tucker, I'm already going to apologize because I'm going to be a zombie. 3 million plus tourists every year to Myrtle Beach. Holy buckets.
Yeah,
David
so-
Barker.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Ah, there you go.
It's just insane. He used to race too, but he had enough of it. He just didn't want to do it anymore. It wasn't fun. So
Is he
got
up
out.
here?
Yeah, they live in Hoople.
Oh, Hoople.
Oh, wow.
Well, you guys picked all the big cities when you moved up here, didn't you?
We just do it. We do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. Don't want to go over 300 people in a town.
Oh,
No, you can't. It's too much then. Then you have to lock your front doors.
I know. Yeah, you got to lock your
Well,
car. and-
considering where you moved from to here, that's a huge change.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Like I said, in the wintertime, I don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just go to work, come home, maybe play if we have city league basketball, maybe do that. But I don't. I just hate it.
yeah.
Snow blowing is like the worst. My wife gets mad at me. I hire it out sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I'll just see. It's like I love my neighbor to do it, and I'd love to pay him to do it. I wouldn't
Right.
even care.
My driveway's a half mile long, dude.
He has a four-wheeler, and if that thing isn't running right, it's a horrible day here because
Yeah.
you could tell he's.
I actually talked to Conzi this morning, wondering when I can get the thing in there because I got some work I got to get done to it before we get going. But one cool thing though, you notice about when you come up to these small towns, it's really cool when you can walk into a bar, order a drink, and say, and I'm not saying this happens where you live, but where I hang around, you can walk in, order a drink, and say, "Could I get that in plastic, please?" And walk out the door with it.
Yeah.
And they don't care. You can walk in, and there could be kids in there. I mean,
Right.
it's small town USA. I love it.
That's awesome about that, actually. He does rec ball or whatever.
Yeah, well, we didn't have it last year, and then we haven't had it actually since COVID.
Okay.
I'm hoping that they get it together for this year.
You
But
gotta be darn careful. You're 39. I'm 39.
you know what?
So-
I sprained my ankle walking just in a hole. And
Yeah.
it took like 3 months.
So-
I was limping when we went down to Canby and where was the other Montevideo. I'm like, he's running through the pits, and I'm like, if you get a flat tire, you're screwed because I ain't gonna be able to make it to change it.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad.
Oh, I was.
Sprains are worse than a break.
So I was mentioning that because I coach youth football and baseball and all that stuff. You
Yep.
know that. So was running a drill last Thursday, a week ago today, running a drill. And I was like, no, you got to do it that way. You got to do it this way. And so I tell him, I'm jogging, which angle to go. I'm jogging, and I'm not a small guy. And so I took off, and I jogged. My freaking calf popped.
Oh boy.
Like Aaron Rodgers popped.
Yeah.
And I thought I was screwed. Like pain. Oh, yeah. Chad sprained his calf muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a guy,
It's like double the size of the other one. So
Oh,
I was like,
boy.
I'm done doing this running
Luke
stuff.
Frigno leg.
Yeah. Like my calf muscle looks like I work out a lot on this side, not so much on the left.
Do you leg wrestle with that leg?
That's damn right.
That's I believe it or not, I used to be a
Indian
runner
style.
in high school.
No, you did not.
I did. I was a half miler.
What the hell did you run?
I heard
For
I
the
was,
bar?
I was very fast half miler too, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah, I was co-captain
John,
of the track team.
That's cool. All right.
I was a 159.9 two flat runner. That's
Yeah?
pretty fast for a half mile. But we were in a meet one time, and a guy
Just picture him.
his Achilles tendon snapped, and he was a sprinter, and it sounded like a 22 rifle going off.
Yeah.
And boy, did he drop like he got shot by a 22 rifle. It was whack, whack.
Oh, really?
He was down.
It made a popping noise, so I was scared. Because I don't
It's-
want that.
Yeah, and me now, okay, I've had numerous back surgeries. I've had 5 knee surgeries. Right now I need 2 new knees and a hip and probably a shoulder, but it sucks because I can't run. I can barely walk fast if I'm on a surface like we have out here, but hunting or walking at night outside, I have to be so careful because
And you're on your dogs.
Even a drop like this and you're not ready for it, it'll put you down.
Yeah.
And it's kind of embarrassing too, but anyway.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because you're by yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless
We're
Lewis
getting old.
Lewis is going to tell on you. He ain't going to say
Oh,
nothing.
he's taken me out at the knees numerous times.
You got to be careful with your calf. I tore one of mine playing basketball, and
Yeah, that's when I'd hang it up, dude.
it's not fun.
Like that.
Well, that
I'm-
was like 3 years ago.
Basketball is such a dangerous sport too.
I've been around when guys.
it's
when-
so aggressive.
I've been around guys that popped. A guy tore his Achilles the last 6 months that we were playing. And another guy tore some knee ligament. It's like the sound is really gross.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
It feels awful.
Oh, yeah.
So luckily I didn't tear my Achilles. I went to the doctor and everything's good. I don't have to wear a boot, which is great. But now you know, now we're getting way off topic here because I just threw me
all
off.
right.
That's all right.
But if us tear our Achilles, they're gonna put us in a boot, no surgery. But if you're an athlete or a government worker,
Yep.
you have to have surgery.
I tore both mine in high school, and they just put me in boots.
Yeah, they said it'll attach. It'll you'll be good again, but it's like 3 months in a boot.
Yeah, and by any chance,
In a boot?
Yeah, if any of you guys ever have an injury like that and you need a boot, I know a guy who's probably got a few later. I got boots, I got casts, I got arm braces, I got knee braces, I got
Crutches?
all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I have
I had to get
crutches. I got a
crutches.
walker.
Oh, I had
Bring the
crutches because I wasn't. I had a walker too because of my back. But I wasn't sure. Pain was crazy, so I went to the ER, and then they gave me crutches. I had to stay off for 2 days, so I got to see the orthopedic surgeon. So I was on crutches for the weekend. I hated that.
Crutches suck.
Crutches suck.
Yep.
So sorry, Trey. Are you an athlete, Trey?
Hockey, you wouldn't believe it.
Hockey?
I played hockey in middle school.
Did ya?
Yep.
I love
You
hockey.
you leave that stuff out. Like he said, he plays rec ball and stuff, you know. And then
I
you
haven't skated
actually
in a
play
couple years.
hockey.
I haven't skated in a couple years though.
That's
One
okay.
Thing, one thing you won't realize, we were in Rice Lake for the Little Dream.
Yeah.
And we got there on a Monday, and we're like, Lake Day. So we rented a pontoon, me, my wife, Jazz, and Trey.
Yeah.
We're all drinking and stuff, and my wife's really good swimmer, used to be a lifeguard. She hops in the lake. This guy hops in the lake and was swimming for like, 2 hours?
Yep.
I had no clue. I was like, Trey, I would have never guessed you could swim that well. I was like,
Wow.
he just jumped in and was gone. I'm like,
Don't
what the
take this
hell?
wrong. You don't look like a swimmer. And you know that.
Yep.
You're not quite shaped like Michael Phelps.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
But to be like it's crazy. You play hockey, you could swim. That's pretty cool stuff. And you stayed in the lake for 2 hours. So those are things we want to know about.
Yeah.
I also
That
played
helps.
football up until freshman year.
Did ya?
and After that is when I bought the
What-
race cars. So
What high school did you go to?
Red River.
Red River.
Oh,
Okay.
we won't hold that against you.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. We'll let that slide. It's okay.
You
Well,
know,
that's pretty cool stuff. Those are things we
is.
like to, when he asks those questions, those are things we like to know
Yep.
about because we know you as race car drivers, but we don't know the other side of things that you guys do or your hobbies you love. Obviously, lake time's great. As a race car driver, we don't get many of those.
No.
But those are things that, those are pretty cool aspects of you that people really probably even don't know.
Nope.
So everybody out there, Trey loves to swim.
Yeah, and play hockey.
And play
I'm
hockey.
to tell you what happened to my duffel bag. My hockey duffel bag was in my garage.
Yeah.
And I hadn't laced up the skates in a few years, injuries and stuff. But I didn't realize that I'd left my zipper open about that far.
Oh, no. What happened? Oh, mouse?
Mouses, mices,
Mices.
tons. There was I had a brand new pair of skates in there. I'd never even put on my feet yet.
Oh, those are $800 probably.
Junk, everything. The only thing in there that wasn't junk
There's poop everywhere.
was my helmet, and that was it. Gloves were shot. I maybe could have made them work, but you think if you can see mouse poop, how much mouse pee is on there that you don't see? So
That bag,
yeah.
you just picked the bag up and threw the whole thing away?
Can you determine what is mouse pee and what is hockey bag stench?
You can. Well, no, not
'Cause I
really.
hear hockey bags smell very, very bad.
Hockey bags are about the worst. Mark Dobmeyer is calling me right now. Yell, see if we can hear you.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
Hey, are you there? What's going on? We're live right now on Dirty Thursday.
Dirty Thursday.
I think Mark's calling to offer Trey and I some sponsorship for next year.
Hey,
Yeah.
call us on the work phone here. We'll talk to you for a minute.
Oh, I can't
Yep.
hear him.
All right.
What did he say?
4 ounces is the most you want, right? That's what you want? 4 ounces?
He's and he knows we're live right now, too.
Yeah. And when you think about 4 ounces, folks, we're talking about sinkers for
Sinkers,
catfishing,
yeah.
okay? Not 4 ounces of something else.
So, if you guys, all of you know, John loves to catfish.
Oh yeah.
Last year, he got 2 families that are now in deep that want to catfish all the time.
Nice.
Parker, my son, like he wants to even possibly think about quitting baseball to go catfishing on Wednesday
oh boy,
nights.
you can't let them do that.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna let it up to him. That's totally up to him.
Well, let's see if we can. I don't know if you can see that fish.
Oh, that one? Yeah. So Parker's hooked on it because he got a 19-pound catfish.
Jeez.
And then Dobmar goes on it, and now he's hooked. Now he's actually making the sinkers and everything for it right now. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's so nice. Like, walleye fishing's cool and all that stuff. Obviously, you guys have probably done that. But catfishing, have you ever been catfishing?
In middle school, I was in an outdoors club thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
We went catfishing off the
It is
banks.
the most relaxing thing ever, honestly. John got pretty frustrated because we weren't catching anything right away. But once they started going, we were sitting in a boat. You turn it, you put the anchor in, and we relaxed and just bullshitted about anything. And you watched you got excited for a little bit, and you went back, started drinking bush lights again. It was just that's the perfect kind of fishing for me.
And then to see what you can actually pull up out of the red.
Oh my gosh.
It is kind of scary how
Yeah.
big those fish are. And it's like they're just right there. And
Yeah.
you wouldn't even
Right?
know it.
Well, we pulled this one up, and John's like, "We're gonna weigh that one." Like, oh wow, yes,
Must be a good one.
We
Yeah.
don't weigh too many of them. Yeah, I remember what that one weighed. Was it
19 pounds.
19 pounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a nice one. A couple of people texting in. Ann Hopparth, hello, Trey, Eric Rice. You guys, Street Stocks, put on a good, clean show, and they do.
They do.
Chris, morning, everyone. Jason Berg, good
Tommy
morning.
Corcoran.
Tommy's there?
Yeah, Tommy said. Well, Tommy says he's watching.
Okay.
I saw him at Blue Moose
Oh, did you?
on Saturday. Yeah,
It's great to have him in here when we did the
I told
tribute
him
show last week.
that was a great show. I watched it. That was an awesome show. It was needed. Tough to do,
was.
but needed.
And I'm gonna try my hardest to get to his memorial service, but I'm afraid I'm gonna probably be in a beat truck if we ever get going here. But
Right.
I actually have another funeral I'm supposed to go to Saturday morning, and then that one next week. So I don't know. And geez, I sure hope that we can work this out to make that work. But
Yeah.
you know, we really haven't talked a whole lot about racing, so we're going to take a quick little break here. But we will
We'll get
start
into that now,
talking
though.
about racing with Trey Hess and Josh Barker are here in the studio today. Yeah, we're going to start talking about this stuff in a minute. You know, life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done in such a hurry like yesterday when it comes time for an oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Usually in and out of there in 15, 20 minutes while you're getting your oil changed. They're going to top off your fluids. They check your tires, your battery, your lights, wipers, cabin air filter. I think you get the hint here. You get discounts for fleets, the military. They text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source. They take $10 off your oil change. Boy, they're open Monday through Saturday. No appointment needed. Pickup and delivery available in Grand Forks. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for complete oil change and more. 3325 South 38th Street. Call them up to 701-780-8462. Make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. It's hotter than hell in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little hot.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt. And,
I took my sweatshirt off.
Yeah, I think Paul, the producer, just
Paul-
went back to hit the AC.
Yeah,
I
he
would
said he was gonna
imagine.
turn it on. I told him not to because I'm just hot by nature, so it's
Yeah,
probably my
yeah,
fault.
same.
Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Oh, I'm a big guy. We run hot. It's
Oh,
all-
exactly.
Whatever.
Look at us all. I mean, pretty soon I'm going to lose all oil pressure
This
here.
is probably the biggest crowd we ever had in here.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
had the weight together.
Thank goodness we got the new chairs, right?
Yeah, no, these are nice.
No, I'm the same way. I mean, I sweat thinking about sweating. And these
Right.
lights and all this equipment
this
in here.
is- this is hot.
Yeah, it warms it up in here pretty good. All right, we're going to start talking. You know what I mean?
It is called Dirty Thursday. I suppose we should talk about racing.
We could do that.
Instead of just about being dirty.
Let's start with Josh, which, by the way, again, happy birthday.
Yes.
8th in River City points, River City Speedway points this year, 29th in North Dakota. Here's what I can't figure out. You finished 29th in North Dakota, but 27th nationally, according to what I saw. So that must mean we have a lot of mad talent here in North Dakota.
Well, the talent is amazing in our class. It's everywhere you go. There's 7-8 cars that can win.
Yes.
Yeah, I think his
just-
battery died.
No, that's okay. Just starting out, it's tough to, to get a leg up on somebody. And I was fortunate enough to have people help me out a lot. Trey this year helped me out a bunch setting up the car because it was brand new this year. Trying to figure out where everything
That's
goes.
such a cool car too, dude. That
Yeah,
thing, that
thank you.
paint scheme is really cool.
That's
Awesome.
actually a family ordeal. We put our heads together and my kids love it. They're already talking halfway through the season. Dad, you should do this for next year. And
Yeah.
my wife's got ideas that she throws out there and everything. But
I think that's so cool.
And you didn't have the numbers or appearances, like Trey did. What we got here, 30 events, no wins this year, 7 top 5s, 20 top 10s. You had a few thirds and fourths in there, but would you like to run a schedule as heavy as he does, or are you about good with that 30, 35 shows a year? He doesn't have a wife and kids yet. I get it.
yeah, it would be nice to try to follow the street stock tour a little more, just because I always feel like you race down to your competition, and I'd like to race up to it. You know, the street stock tour is so good. All those guys are good drivers and gals. I guess there's some gals that race that are really good too. You know, if you race with them, you just naturally you're going to get better.
Sure.
So
Sure.
That's true.
That would be nice to do, and I wish I could have done it more this summer. Just didn't work out, but
You still got to live too, you know.
right. And
Yep.
maybe we can race more tour races next year and not focus on racing River Cities every Friday, but maybe travel with the tour a little more.
Right.
It'd be nice, but I like River Cities though. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's home. I mean,
It is. It's
when you're
7
done,
miles.
when you're done, you go home and you're not 3:00 in the morning.
Yes.
You know?
Well, that's
Well, depending on what.
Depends on how Friday night at River City
Yeah, let's
Speedway
just-
goes.
Let's revamp. If Trey wins
Yeah.
or you have a great
Yeah.
finish, whatever happens, right? But it's tough. 30 races, that's still a lot. You were in Glendon a lot. You did Glendon quite a
we did
bit.
Glendon a lot. We did, and we didn't go west on Saturday. We went to Greenbush mostly.
Okay.
Just sponsor deals, and I feel like I raced that track a little bit better.
Sure.
Devil's Lake, I raced there 2 years ago, and I ran well there, and then last year I didn't run so well. So
Trey tears that track up sometimes. When his car's hooked up, that thing, that Devil's Lake track is just
I tell you what, between Devil's Lake and Greenbush,
They're both great
I don't think I've
tracks.
ever been there on a bad night of racing,
No.
either place.
I've watched some Greenbush. I haven't been able to go up there and watch those, you know.
Yeah.
But when I was announcing at Devil's Lake, and then I went there one time after, we were having races 4 or 5 wide.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that track was just set up sometimes, and if it's set up, you know it is, because I don't think Trey lifts. And then once the stock car, and I know you don't lift. And then and you tell me that because sometimes his motor blows the next week.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and so then Jory gets up there, and you know if he don't lift, then it's a great track.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, because quick story on the dirt track thing. He did that one at Devil's Lake Speedway, came that next week, and I think you and I talked in the infield because you're like, yeah, sometimes cars like to be let open all the time.
Yeah, it's a little hard on equipment.
when his motor was blowing, and I'm looking underneath it, and he goes, "Where's the oil?" I said, "Up front." He goes, "Yeah, sometimes the motor doesn't like to be open all the time." But you see that kind of thing about racing. When you guys see that, when I see you two, you guys aren't really upset at things, really. When things happen, you keep good cools. You got the 24-hour rule, I'm assuming.
Oh, I've been pretty heated this year.
You don't see him in the pits right when you get off the track.
Yeah.
You don't. We pit next to each other pretty much
Do you have to hold him back sometimes?
everywhere we go. No, I don't hold him back, but you don't get the explicits and the what the hell was that guy doing? And
Oh,
you don't get the full when he gets up to the stands, or maybe afterwards he's calmed down. But we get to see
I
each
got
other.
pretty heated this year.
We get to see each other at our worst, which is right after something happens and you're pulling
Right.
into the pits with a flat tire, a bent rim, a body that's just tore to pieces. And it's like we all get to see that.
right.
Then I just like, all right, I'm gonna leave Trey alone. He's mad.
On the flip side, though, you're the same way.
Oh God,
I'd say he's almost worse sometimes.
I had
Really?
a couple moments this year that I was pretty angry, and most of them weren't even my fault. But
Yeah.
that's all right.
And when you guys look at how much work you guys put into your cars and everything else that goes like that, especially with the new car this year, that's pretty tough. So, well, what you laughing at?
Casey.
What Casey say? Casey, I hide from the number 4 car after the races. I love you, Status. He's a freaking awesome guy. I love Casey. He's so damn funny. That is good stuff.
I hide from the fork. There we go. Hey, okay, now, Josh, if you were to give yourself a grade for the year, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, what would you do?
I'm pretty hard on myself. I'd say I was probably like a C.
Yeah?
I mean,
What could have been different? I mean, let's face it. You can be hard on yourself, but you've all been around this sport long
the
enough to know
competitor, right?
that,
Yeah.
and things happen. And the majority of the time, it's things that happen are out of your hands. It's
Yeah.
like you can't control what everybody else does. You can't control weather. You can't control, a $2 part breaking. But it's what could have been better then if you're going to give yourself a grade like that.
I would say everybody wants to win, of course. I feel like a lot of my opportunities that I had to win, it was driver error that cost me the win. And I hear that all the time. It's like, hey, your car's really good. It's just you messed up here, and I saw it. But that's the problem with having such a deep classes.
Yeah.
You have to run 20 perfect laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good, you got great heat wins in. I
Yeah,
mean, you do,
but
and I
then
think the
it's-
feature win's coming soon. But I hate to be critical on you, but yeah, there's some times where you kind of start going
absolutely.
sideways.
I was like, well,
Josh, what are you doing? I just,
I get out, I get to the pit. I'm just like, yeah, I ran 17 of 20 good laps.
Yeah.
But the problem is the guy that's in second or fifth or eighth that's coming is running 20 perfect laps.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Like a
Right.
Tucker or a Trey or
And-
a Halverson. Like they
they're
don't
on your bumper too.
they don't mess up. And then
Yeah.
like I know you're not supposed to think about that, but that's in the back of my head
Sure.
too. It's like
100% is
You know,
going to be.
well, people don't realize if you make a mistake in whatever you're doing, your hobby or whatever, you can usually have a little bit of time to make up for that mistake.
Right.
Racing, all you got to do is step on your, you know what, for a half a second,
Yeah, you're right.
and
you're right.
you're done.
No, I
I
think
mean, it
you're-
only takes a second.
It only takes one corner. I mean, that's all it takes. You mess up one corner and it's done. And I, as an announcers, we try not to have race car, like we're not trying to be like, go.
Yep.
But I really want the first time winners. I really do.
yeah.
Those the best best victory lanes you can ever get as an announcer because the emotion's raw. It's real.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Trey wins. You know, your emotion's great too. But that first win, that first River Cities win was, come on.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I mean, that was pretty cool. So the first River Cities win for you. That's why I was like, you see me sometimes like, God, why do you do that? Like, come
I
on,
ask
buddy.
myself that question all the time.
But you're
man,
so
just-
close.
Yeah,
You're
I
so
know.
close.
And we go through this all the time.
Yep. But those are the interviews that we really want. So as announcers, we try not to be fans of drivers or whatnot. But when you have somebody win their first time,
Yeah.
it's just
Oh, gosh.
it
yeah.
just gears everything up.
Yeah, and unless
Yeah.
you're like, well, a couple of years back, like a Bobby Barton, I love to throw Tom Corcoran's name in there too. The guys that we've been
Yes.
following for a long time.
Yep.
When those guys win, it's a special deal. But yeah, you got to admit, it's the first time winners because
Yeah.
how many times have we seen them where you're thinking they're finally going to do it? They're
Yep.
finally, and like you said, God, geez, what'd you do that
Yeah.
for? And they go from first to fourth in about a half a turn.
That's
And
exactly what we think too.
Yeah.
Because we're on that boat, like we're your fan at that moment, and nobody really knows
absolutely.
it. Like, oh, dude, you're gonna
Already
get this.
thinking about the winner's circle interview.
Yeah,
you know?
like how many questions can I ask? And Witherall's like, keep it quick, you know. And I'm like,
If I ever win or when I win, tell Mike that it's going to be as long as I choose.
I used to have
okay.
that argument with Donnie Mack.
Yeah.
Back when he'd
Yep.
hover behind that
Stand
little
behind
wall
the
back
wall.
there, and he'd always be looking at me, pointing at his watch, and I'd tell him, I said, Donnie, these guys have been working at this for 10 years to get in victory lane. I'm giving them all the time they want.
you realize now he doesn't say a word now. He's
Nope.
whatever.
Nope.
He's-
Boy,
yeah.
he does a hell of a job working on that track, though, and we brought him out of retirement here a couple of times this year.
Yeah, I
nice
love
job.
that.
Yeah. Okay, now let's shoot across here
So
to
keep
Trey.
on going, Josh. Go
but
get some.
No quit yet.
That's right.
My family won't let me.
Perfect.
That's all right. That's not a bad problem to have. I heard you mention Jazz a few times. That is your fiance, Jasmine?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Very nice lady.
Hi, Jasmine, from all of us here.
Yes.
6th in River City Speedway points, 3rd in North Dakota points, 10th nationally. Boy, I tell you what, you had a good year this year.
He traveled.
Yeah,
Oh.
62 events, 7 wins, 34 top 5s, 45 top 10s. You won at Buffalo River, Cheyenne Speedway, Devils Lake, River City Speedway, Greenbush. You had a fairly good year.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was some bad nights in there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to venture out and go race the tour and hit 10 of them races up and ended up 10th in tour points as well.
Yep.
And, yeah, I just tried to have a lot of fun this year.
You know, you saw. Did you travel with him too? Did I see the 99 car behind? Because usually, if they're leaving to go to Greenbush, I see the 27, then I see the 4 behind him, and then I didn't know. I might have saw your car at one point in time leave East Grand Forks and go north, and
Yeah, we tried. We tried to travel a lot. Like Tucker, myself, and Trey. We tried to pick tracks or pick shows to go to together. That's like half of the fun. Is
Do you have a
going-
camper?
I don't, but I really should.
Okay,
buy
did any
one.
of you guys ever crash at Peterson's house on your way to go somewhere else?
No.
Okay,
not.
because I drive by there all the
Maybe
time, and
one
I.
time.
Okay.
There was a couple nights that I probably should have stayed there when after the races
okay.
we had bonfires over there and stuff, but I
okay.
always made her home.
Yeah, because I drive by their house numerous times every day, and sometimes in the morning you'll see somebody's race hauler is sitting there, and you're like, oh, they're either going somewhere or they didn't make it home from last night.
I think
you
there's
go.
a lightning sprint guy that's stays over there.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
oh, that could be.
Every now
Yeah.
and then.
Let's see here. Casey, okay, Marie Stewart, all good, fun stuff. Amanda Joe, great show today with these two schmucks.
Wow.
She called you guys schmucks.
Schmucks.
Lindsay.
That's a compliment.
He has
guys.
to mention her, or
think it
he's on the couch. I'm thinking that has to do with Jazz.
Probably, yeah.
So if we made a counter for it, he's announced, mentioned her 4 times so far. So
Yep.
he's doing good.
He's got
doing
to
good.
mention her name a lot because one night he won and he didn't say it. He
Oh,
said my girl. I'm throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
He said my girlfriend Jazz, not my fiance. So he's got a lot of making up to do.
Oh boy, how'd that go when he got home?
Oh, she was pretty mad.
Yeah, and you know it's really funny because you're sitting down there and he's telling you that and you're going, she didn't even notice. Are you freaking kidding me? Of course they're going to notice that. I mean, she probably knew it before you even didn't say it. You don't even care about me anymore. It's over. Oh, I hope I don't run into Jasmine because she's probably going to hate me now. Justin Bogle.
She's a smiley face.
Justin Bogle. Schmucks is exactly right.
Justin, what's up, buddy?
I got to get him. Has he been on our show? I don't think
He
he's been on.
hasn't.
Has he?
No, but he's out of town. It's tough
I
for him
know.
to get
It's
here.
tough to get out of. It's
He
tough.
travels a lot. I'll bet you invite him, he'll be here.
Yeah.
He would come up for it.
That guy is, when he comes to a race, it's one of those cars when he pulls on the racetrack, you're like, oh shit, the 10's here.
Well, no, we know he's coming. For one, somebody draws for him because he's always late. And so we're like, oh, Vogel's here. It's like, well, crap, that's not good. But he shows up if we start at 7, he'll show up at 6:30, and he'll change gears in 10 minutes and be ready to go. It's like,
You know, I do remember
Yeah.
now. He just texted back. We tried once, and I do remember trying to get him on the show, and I can't remember what happens.
But
Dave's,
he's always the one guy we always look at for back row challenges and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's so good
yeah.
with that. And
Dave Rosenthal. Trey needs a late model. He'd be good addition to the NLRA, and he says Vogel needs a late model too. NLRA, from what I understand, they're growing. I think they're going to probably have even a few more cars next year, which is all right.
yours?
Yeah,
no, not yet. Okay, thanks.
you got to wait and ask.
No breaking
Yes.
news here today.
Yes, to ask Jazz first.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 5 times Jazz. 6.
Mention her name.
Yep. Yeah, well, you could even name the car Jazz.
Yeah. Put it on the ass.
We're gonna get a text from her pretty soon. Saying,
we better
That's about enough, you
it's like
ass.
naming your boat. My
Yeah.
car is the Jazz.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
I mean,
Yep.
hell yeah.
Josh Barker with the save, everybody.
Justin Vogel says, "Tell Brad to put me in a car."
Yeah.
There we go.
Brad, if you're listening, do that immediately. I would pay top dollar to see Justin run a late model one Friday night. I would.
Oh my God,
Yes,
wouldn't that
do
be
it.
awesome?
That'd be awesome.
Put him in a late model. I know you got one sitting around. Get it ready to go for him next season. And
Be
let
honest.
him run one.
Honestly, that guy is a wheel man.
Yeah.
I think if you
Yo,
put him in anything,
absolutely.
give him a couple laps, he'd figure it out. He'd be solid.
And
Yeah.
the thing that I can't understand is he drives with, I think it's his left hand.
Wow.
Like I can't even. tie
Justin,
my
do you
shoe
drive with
my
your left hand?
I find myself driving with one hand. a
He
lot.
drives. I know it's. I know
yeah.
it's one-handed, and I think it's his left because his right's on his roll cage or up on his decking.
Yeah.
But most people can't do.
It's like a Sunday drive for him, huh?
Doesn't Seth drive with one hand too? I thought one time I saw him Seth drive with his right hand and his other hand up on the bar.
I don't know if Seth does or not, but I know for sure Justin does. I think.
I
it's-
think I remember now
it's
seeing Justin
left-handed,
doing it
'cause
for
it's like-
sure.
it's like this. You can see his arm resting on his decking.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
It's just
Yeah, why
Sunday
not?
drive for him.
Just hanging out. Yep.
He's running the top cushion, no problem.
Yeah. And he really his car he's not. He doesn't lift, and he's just running the top. And I don't know how you do it one-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave
that's
says
crazy.
Dave says Troff Grubin has a solid late model for sale. He does.
Yeah,
He does. He does.
He
yeah.
does. But with anything in motorsports, like I'm probably you're thinking of right now, is that's a big cost,
Yeah.
and you probably have everything you need in a street stock right now,
Yeah, other than a spare motor.
other than a spare motor.
Yep.
But seriously, you still got thousands of dollars sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a tough. There's a lot of those don't cross over. What
Right.
Justin
The other
say? There's a
problem
lot of
is-
guys do it, just not as obvious.
Yeah, the arm up. Yeah. When you travel now, does your family usually go with you?
They do. Yep.
Okay.
We make
Yeah.
it a weekend or an event or whatever. They didn't go to Rice Lake with us just because we were staying overnight. And we wanted that to be kind of just us, no kids. But like this weekend, my wife and kids will come down Friday night. Hotel will stay and they'll come watch.
And you have a boy and a girl, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It was
Cool.
my daughter's birthday yesterday.
Oh.
Oh wow!
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Now your birthday today.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh come on!
Well, no.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
birthday
sure-
doesn't mean nothing anymore.
Right. That's what I was
No.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Eventually she's gonna hate me because my birthday is
Yeah.
Why's your birthday got to be right next to mine, Dad? I'm sure that'll be what
Well,
it
when
is,
she gets
but-
older, be like, well, your mother and I didn't plan that out right.
Yeah. Well, my kid's birthday is December 21st, and it's like I tell my wife, okay, he's pushing 40. When the hell are we going to get these things to make just one present? Oh, we got to separate. It's his birthday, too.
You know,
Yeah.
my wife's is the 15th of December, and you cannot get away with one present.
Oh, no.
My wife
tried
is
once, it
the,
didn't work.
is the 8th of February.
Oh, you're screwed too.
Oh.
Can you make it a cheap present for the birthday and an expensive one for Valentine's Day?
I hate Valentine's Day.
How long you been married?
Oh God. Commercial? Let me shoot a text out quick. Commercial.
Hey, my anniversary's
15 years maybe?
yeah. Wow, my anniversary's coming up here in like
How many years, John?
It'll be 20,
Damn it.
23,
23 years.
21. Yeah, I think 22 or 23.
I'll be, let's see, you're going to take your ring off? It's on there. You cheater. How the hell?
That's not cheating, that's genius.
Hell yeah. Except my eyes are so bad because I'm so freaking old I can't read it.
I got
anymore.
married 7707, so I think I am 16 years, 22 together. I had commitment issues too.
Well, I asked Trey like last year when we were
5.5 years. I mean,
we
that's
were
about the
hanging
same
out
time.
last year at the races. I'm like Trey, what are you waiting on? You think you can do better? just throw it out there, and finally,
Yeah.
finally he did. I'm happy for him.
Well,
That's
once
good.
you razz them enough, then if you razz them enough, then Jazz will like, oh yeah, I'm on your side.
I think he was trying to throw her off. Like he had it planned, I think, and he was just like,
No, I didn't even know that when I did it.
What?
"Oh my goodness,
Come
Hey, I'm trying to
on.
help you here. We're trying to help.
We're trying to
you.
give
She
you
knows.
good stuff here, and you're just digging yourself a hole.
Oh boy.
Josh threw you under the bus, then he's pulling you out with a crane,
Yeah, he's pulling you out.
like wide open, like with
know.
pigeons flying around.
By the way, it's October 20th, 2001. So
you
how many
go.
years is that? It's a long time. But I love it. I mean, it's
And
been a
would
long.
that be 22?
Yeah.
Will be 22.
We'll be 22 years.
it'll be
My wife
22,
texted
yeah.
in right there. She said 16. I was only off by 1.
Okay. Well, okay, Tanya, 16.
That's awesome. Well, 16 years, 7 then.
Yeah, sure.
John.
They were so
love you
every year was so memorable that the time doesn't even matter.
Right.
Let's just put it that way.
He's been.
No, get the camera
He's
off
a
of me.
veteran. he's a veteran.
Don't pat him back to him. Go back the other way. So you can, now you get to research something else to say.
Yeah.
That's why I got my watch on. I just nice things to say. Nobody can see it.
What time? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I love her every day.
Yeah, for sure. Josh, who helps you on your team in your car?
So I finally, one of my really good friends, his name is Tony. He's my pit guy this year. He helped out a lot, actually. It's just nice to have somebody there that at the racetrack that knows, okay,
I bet.
already did tire pressures. I already did. It's already full. It's, this is good. He started grinding tires a couple weeks ago in Glendon and stuff. And Trey can attest to having a pit guy is nice. And I'm lucky enough to finally have one. But like at my house and stuff, like last night, my wife and she helped me. I put a new engine in because I actually blew mine up in Watertown a couple weeks ago.
Ooh.
So I was putting that in, and she's like, "What do you want me to do?" Like, well, you can hold the light or put this bolt in when I
Yeah.
was trying to get a motor mount bolt in, so it kind of sucked. But
Yeah, the wiggle and try to put the bolt get a bolt started, and
It's still
sometimes
not
you don't
in.
have 11 foot long arms to do
Yeah,
a
you
bolt.
sit there in a triangle with one foot on the motor and one up here and a leg over here.
yeah, it was tough, but it's still not in. I got to do that when I get off here. But it was like my kids, they like to carry things around.
Sure,
and stuff,
sure.
But for the most part, like setup wise, Trey helped a bunch. This
Yeah,
year.
how old are your kids?
My daughter just turned 10, and my son is 13.
Okay, all right, well, good. And sponsors, who helps you out there?
For sponsor wise, the big one that we had this year is Embrace Pharmacy on 32nd there.
Oh, sure.
My daughter and her daughter are gymnastics partners, and her husband and I are really good friends, and my wife and her are good friends. Valley Mars it's on 32nd, but it's over by the Northdale there.
Oh, okay.
Justin out there has been on the car for a couple years. He does paint corrections. If you have any rock chips, paintless and removals, he can take care of that. He does 3M film,
Oh, sure.
so if you need any work done.
That's cool. Good plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home Economy's on there.
Oh.
They've been on there for a couple years now.
They're awesome sponsors.
Yeah,
to
They
have.
are. I just try to, I know people all these places, so I
Sure.
just
Yeah.
get a plug in.
Yeah.
Couple restaurants. I got Chino Latino. It used to be Steers.
Okay.
He's on South Washington. If you haven't eaten there, you have to give it a try.
That
I've
place
heard a
is
lot
good.
of good thing about.
Literally
Yeah, I've
is
heard a
good.
lot of good things about it.
One of
Yeah.
the best places in town to eat. Cole's Detailing, out on off of Gateway Drive there.
Okay.
He does boats, RVs, campers, cars, semis. So after beet harvest, guys, if you need your semis cleaned, look up
there you
Cole's
go.
Detailing.
Wow, he's all about pushing right now.
He'll,
Yeah, no
take
kidding.
care of
That's
ya.
what you're supposed to do. He's good at
That's a
this.
salesman
Wow.
for you.
Icon,
right?
Icon Architects around there. I'm trying to look over the car right now. In my
See, now
head.
you need to remember this if you ever get into Victory Lane. Hey.
Well, that's why I'm just gonna. We'll just do a little walk around and.
So, no, I
you know how
hate
many
that.
times that's happened to us.
Yeah, don't take my microphone. I'll hit you.
Yeah.
I would never.
Get you a cheat sheet.
I should.
Adam Soblik is like the perfect.
As much
Yep.
as he wins, he doesn't need a cheat sheet.
Oh yeah, he brings it out. It's in his
yeah.
in his pocket of his
Yep.
fire suit.
Yep, and
brings it out and does it all.
That is a smart thing to do.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Amanda
That way
Joe.
you don't look like you don't remember everybody.
Sure.
Right. Amanda Joe, are you kids interested in racing anything in the future? I think she tuned in a little late because I know Trey is
Your kids
maybe.
has his kids.
Oh, your kids. Oh, your kids.
Oh, sure.
Sorry,
Not my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not yet.
Trey didn't have any kids. That he knows.
Trey doesn't have any kids yet. Yeah.
Don't plan on it.
I'll be waiting for that day.
And what about your kids?
Yeah. So we're actually
Go kart.
yes.
Yeah!
We're throwing around the idea of getting my daughter into a go kart. My son kind of wants to, but I don't know if he would actually do it. We were there 2 years ago at the last race, and she drove my daughter drove a kart and loved it.
Yeah.
My son was not. He didn't even do it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. It's not for everybody.
Right, and I told him you don't have to, but
No.
he wants to drive. He's like, well, in a couple years, Dad, I can just drive your car.
It's exact. Yeah, he wants to go
So,
big.
they
Yep.
just-
Sure,
just
son,
raised-
hop in.
They just raised the age limit too, didn't they?
Oh, I'm not even sure.
At River City, so I want to say they raised it to 14, 16.
I think 16.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
But
They did?
So
obviously,
Tucker Peterson will always have that record then. I think he was the
Yes,
youngest
he was
ever.
12.
youngest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But you also, if he wants to get there and Dad feels like, okay, I can let you drive my car, trophy class of Devil's Lake Speedway, they can
Yep.
run it there.
So that's I was gonna reach out, not this year because I don't think
right.
for one he would
He
never
wouldn't reach, he
he
wouldn't reach
wouldn't
pedals.
yeah
Right,
he wouldn't
right.
get fit with the pedals and stuff.
Right.
But once he got to that age or body type where he could fit into it, then yeah, if they still have trophy class, absolutely
Right.
that would work.
Or
That's
if they still
awesome.
have Pure Stock class, Heather and Nolan, they have their own rule there. Like Tate
Yeah.
Bolus was 12. wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was 12, I think, too.
He was 12 when he was racing out there in a Pure Stock. So
Yeah.
that's a possibility there too to get him a shot. But
And see, I think that is so cool when they have that trophy class because
Yeah.
the one time I announced there this past year, there were all kinds of young people driving.
Yes.
In fact, who was it? Somebody borrowed somebody's friend a car and she
Yeah, that was-
really
Stoney.
wrecked it.
That was
Yeah,
Stoney
Stoney
Crook.
Crook's
Stoney,
car.
yeah.
Yeah,
but he didn't care.
no, he didn't. He didn't.
No.
I feel like if I borrow somebody my car and like when Trey blew his engine up, I was like, you can take mine. Like I offered it to him. He had one lined up already, but I offered him my car too. But mine was built for me, and he couldn't.
That wouldn't fit.
My gas pedal was
Right.
too close, so his knee was like hitting the steering wheel and stuff. But I feel like if I let somebody borrow my car and they wrecked it, if it's not their fault, then they shouldn't have to. Like you wouldn't be on the hook for replacing stuff.
Yeah. See,
But
Right.
if you're sitting there redlining it against the wall and you blow the engine, that's your fault.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had ample, and I've said this a million times, I've had a lot of opportunities to hot lap cars, and I won't because I'm such a firm believer in Murphy's Law.
Oh yeah.
got
to drive a
if something's
bus.
going to go wrong, it will if I'm in it, and I'll feel bad. Murphy's Law. Have you ever heard of Cole's Law?
No, I have never heard.
It's
of Cole.
thinly sliced cabbage.
At least that's better than the joke my neighbors tell me.
I was, in another off subject thing because he's talking about another joke. Kmart had awesome advertising. I think if you look back, there's one out there that said they'd ship your pants.
That ship your pants.
Yep.
Play
Yep.
on words, I like it.
Yeah. So hey, don't worry about it. If we don't have them, we'll ship your pants. Yeah. I love shipping my pants. That's what somebody said. I love shipping my pants.
I do it on a daily basis.
I ship my pants on a daily basis.
I might run for president.
I just ship my pants. Okay, sorry. Trey,
Amanda Joe says, awesome show today.
no kids, Trey? What's up with this? You're saying no kids?
to be able to do what we want to do and travel and do what we want.
It can be done.
All right. What does your fiance think about this?
She agrees as of right now.
Wait.
She works at a school, so
Yeah.
she gets her dose of kids.
Oh, she gets her fill, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't stop it. Trust me. My wife was a teacher for 10 years. That
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Trey hangs out with my kids, and that gives
Yeah.
him his dose for the month. So
Yeah. But how long have you totally been racing? Totally.
6 years, I think.
So
I
you're
started halfway. My first season was half.
Okay.
And then, I want to say this year was number 6.
okay. So your son was 7, 6, 7.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
He did it. Okay, just saying. I'm just trying to defend Jazz in this
all
thing
right.
because she's gonna,
Dave wants to know how old is Trey.
I am 25.
Okay. Candy Hess, I want more grandkids.
I'm working on Candy. I'm working on it.
Talk to my sisters.
All right. Trey, who helps you with your car and your team?
My buddy Christian, Josh went on a couple of road trips with me this year when he didn't come with. My fiance, obviously. Blake Anderson went on a road trip with me after he flipped his car. Cole Babcock, Tucker Petersons have been awesome helping me out. Yeah, it's just
And how important is it to have the guys that are basically your competition?
huge.
To just because we see it all the time.
Yep.
They just drop everything and say, we got to get Trey out there. He needs our help. But this stuff happens all the time.
well, and like at the 100 a couple weeks ago, I tore my car up really bad on Friday night. Ripped pipes right off the roll cage. It took us 2.5 hours to straighten out a door panel.
Oh boy.
We hauled it back to Fargo to Babcock shop, and we were there until 6 in the morning working on that thing to get it back out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I couldn't do it without Cole or any of these guys. Just
Yeah. Try
helping.
dirt track racing. It's so glamorous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah. All you gotta do is race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
floor
get
it and
that all
turn
the time.
left.
Yeah.
I get that. Well, all you're doing is turning left.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I offer my
God,
car.
I hate that.
I offer my car. I was like, you know what? You can come on and race it, but if you break something, with those people that say that to me, like, then
Yeah.
you
If
gotta
you don't
be
turn
breaking
left
it.
fast enough.
So I got to a hot lap one time, a hobby stock car back in Minot. And I'm sitting there and just like, it's so cool. It's like a dream, whatever. I'm get to a hot lap. And I think I went like 45 miles an hour because I was deathly afraid. Because before I go on the racetrack, his wife comes over to me and goes, oh, by the way, this car's only $13,000. So you just do what you need to do. I'm thinking to myself, $13,000, I'm not going to do nothing. So I just, joyride a little bit. But now when I drove the bus, oh, that was all hell breaking loose there.
Yeah, and I let my dad hot lap my car one time.
Yeah.
And that was the one time anybody's drove my car, and it's probably going to stay that way.
Hey, how about Keith Cumming? Amanda Joe was talking about schmucks.
John or Trey?
Yeah.
Keith,
you
I did
talking
like
about?
you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, are you talking about John and Chad or Trey and Josh? Keith Cumming, great guy. Can't wait for spring to get him back on the show again.
Daryl, thanks for tuning in like always, buddy. We appreciate that up in Canada.
I'm missing these. Oh, there we go.
Daryl's
Great
up
show,
there,
boys.
yeah.
Cheers. Okay, now we haven't asked Trey yet. Sponsors.
Oh boy, that list is long. First
Cheat
and
sheets,
foremost,
guys. Cheat sheets.
Stengel Signature Travel, Signature Apparel, Signature Graphics.
He's got like 9 of them.
CBD, Grand Forks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walhalla Building Center, Lakota Feed, Max Pro Pest Control, Newman Trucking, TH Renovations, Boxcar, Zuli's Race Engines, Northland Auctions. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Grand Forks Bin Cleaners. Oh boy, this is where I start. Levi Babcock Construction, Varnson Farms. RTR, Ryan Torbenson Racing. I think I'm, my sisters, my fiance, my parents.
Mom, dad, yeah.
Yep.
Fiance,
Yeah.
Jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, and my fiance,
like
Jasmine.
times.
Yep, fiance.
Bonus points.
Trey sounds like he's rattled these sponsors off a time or two in Victory Lane before. Amanda Joe, yeah, he have. Jordy Lynn, his family.
Yeah.
Who's Jordy Lynn?
That's
My
your
sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or one of my sisters.
One of your sisters.
One of your sisters.
Maybe you should get your fiance to be like your press manager or something. Your
I think
your handler.
when we go into our segments before racing start, when we do Racing Wives, we should bring Jazz on and see what she has dirt on Trey about.
Could bring you guys
bring
think
Tanya and Jazz
Tanya and
together.
Jazz out
Oh,
together.
They probably, if Jazz did, I could probably talk Tanya into coming.
that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
It's like when they go to the
It's
bathroom.
not that hard to be on here.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's-
it's like going
Once
to
you
the
start-
bathroom
once you
for a
start
woman.
talking, we're just
Yeah, go with me. Okay,
Hold my hand.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. Hold my hand.
And they're gonna want to come on here just so they can bitch slap you and I.
Yeah, at least it'd be good at ratings then. We do good ratings.
Okay, so what do you guys do in the off season? I know you don't like winter, but what do you guys do? Is there a lot of work to do on the car before you're ready to go again after this season, or what do you do in the winter?
there's something. I mean, I usually tear the car down to the frame, make it a roller, take all the drive line out, wash everything, put it away, then just go over all the suspension parts, make sure nothing's bent, probably replace some of the important like trailing arms, bushing, stuff like that. Non-racing wise, we usually take a vacation sometime in January, February.
Sure.
Last year we got to go to Clearwater for a wedding.
Nice.
This year I don't know what we're doing.
Getting out of the winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a week that my body won't be in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Break out the Speedo and letterbuck.
oh
Yeah.
boy. Well,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know
Speedo
about
that. Yep. Make sure you shave.
That, yeah. you don't
Manscape.
Sorry, Manscaped.
Yeah. And what about you? What's your winter consist of?
I'll probably end up tearing my car all the way down. I think I need a new frame for next year, so I have a little bit busier of an off season on that aspect. But usually we take a trip or two in the winter. We go to a football game or
Kansas City.
Yep. And like last year, we went to the Dome for the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Oh.
We went there last 2 years actually, and we have hotels booked right now. But whether we go or not, I'm not sure yet because we got a wedding in Mexico in February. I think we're going to.
Oh.
So
Josh, the St. Louis thing wouldn't be a very good vacation because it's kind of cold down there too.
I thought about going this year. I was asked multiple times.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'd
It's
rather
an awesome
I'd rather
time.
spend a week at the ocean on a beach
Oh,
somewhere.
any time.
Yeah.
there's a river.
Yeah, it's like these people that winter in Arizona.
Missouri.
I don't get it.
You can-
I want to be where there's water.
yeah.
Oh, my wife's leaving for. Where's she going again?
Germany.
No.
Europe.
Yeah,
Somewhere over there.
she's going to Rome.
That's right. Rome.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And you're not going with her
No,
He's gotta work
I went
beats.
last year. Yeah,
to Rome?
John hates flying.
I went everywhere but Rome last year. Yeah,
About this time last year, well, actually, yeah,
it was a year ago today. I was in
we
Venice.
we found out Rick Eshelman
Yeah,
passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me from Minneapolis airport to let me know that. And he was so doped up on like Dramamine and everything else.
everything. About 25 bush lights.
It was fun talking to
Yeah,
him. But
yeah. I was at a rib cook-off.
Yeah.
Before they drove me to the airport and poured me onto that airplane. I woke up over the Italian Alps, so it was
Beautiful.
It was a long nap, but it was a lot of fun.
it was.
Cole Babcock, hopefully see both Josh and Trey cars at the CBM shop for the new body and wrap on both cars. Everybody, we want to thank you all for watching
Yes,
and
thank you,
texting.
guys.
But that's probably one of the fun parts about doing Dirty Thursdays are the people's texts.
Yes.
That's when you
Well,
find
'cause
out
you find the
things.
dirt.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dirty Thursday.
Yep,
Get it?
exactly.
Oh yeah, there's play on words again.
There you go. He's
You're
like a
way better
master.
at it than I am.
He's a master of it.
There's
Yeah.
more dirt, but we should maybe another time we could divulge into that dirt.
Yeah.
Well, you see, no, that's where the women come in.
Oh boy.
Yeah, do you think
Oh,
Dustin
boy.
Strand gave me the picture of him in his underwear trying to hook up or trying to fix his awning on his camper in a rainstorm? No, Dustin Strand didn't give me that picture. Thank you so much, Savannah.
Dustin didn't even know that picture was going to be broadcasted.
So you guys just wait. But we will. I'll reach out to you guys. Maybe we can get the other halves, the better halves,
Yeah.
to come in here because. You watch any other racing show, whether it be on TV, a podcast, or whatever, and I mean, I don't have the hair like Steve Post does, god darn it, but, it's
Hair.
always just race
What's
car
that?
drivers. Yeah. It's just the racers themselves. We like to bring in.
You're wearing a hat.
It's going away. That's why there's a hat on.
Oh, okay.
I live in
Sorry.
a hat and I have tons of hair, but
Lucky.
we like to bring the women in. We like to bring
We do.
the other half. We like to even moms.
Yep.
The guys behind the scene, the mechanics, the fire and rescue crew, the track track builders. There's more to dirt track racing than just the rock stars we see in the cars every Friday night,
100%.
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, and then you look at the knowledge people behind that. You have the Amanda Joes, the Stephen Lewises. You know, those two there are my stat collectors.
Yeah.
If I need to know something like, hey, give me something on this, then they're awesome.
I reached out to Steven this morning already.
Yeah.
He answered me within about 32 seconds.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. that's
Before
2 weeks.
11?
That's like 2-3 weeks in a row now. He's
God,
been
that
up
guy's-
like before 9.
He's on a roll.
He is.
Well, what do you think, guys? How was it?
Good.
What are we
Good.
talking about?
How'd the show go? Were you nervous coming
Now
in or
I know.
not?
I know why
Trey
Jazz
must have
doesn't.
popped some pills before he came in.
Yeah.
Oh. Gummies.
Was I nervous? I don't do well with interviews and speeches and all that stuff.
But this is a little different,
It
though.
is different.
I mean,
You
it's
keep
like
on winning. You better start learning how to do it, dude.
I know.
Yep.
I've always
Okay.
struggled.
Yeah, I know.
And
Trust
then,
me.
and then maybe next time when you're on the
Question
show,
two
you won't
stuff.
have to go back to work and you can enjoy a bush latte with us.
This is my
nice.
lunchtime, so I always got to go back to work.
Yeah.
So I took off. What was it, our 1 year anniversary? We had one whole show. I took off that afternoon. We went over there, had a couple beers, and that was about it.
Yep.
But-
Chad gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to wrap this up. You guys, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you,
Enjoy
Stu.
the off season. We sure appreciate you guys coming in here. This has been awesome. There you go again. Thank you very much. Trey Hess, driver of the number 4, Josh Barker, the number 99, Wissota Street Stock guys. If you do go out and run again this year, good luck, and we can't wait
Good luck
until
on
next
Jamestown,
year.
buddy.
Yeah.
Hopefully weather's good. Have some fun.
I haven't ruled it out yet.
So
Awesome.
I talked to Jazz this morning, and I'm still trying to get him to come on.
Hey,
Come with. We got one more race.
Go do it. One more race of the year. Cap it off with a good one. What's
you
better
go.
than winning at the Stampede, boys? Go look. Go get them.
good job. All right. Thank you, guys. And a big heads up and a shout out to Rumor Sports Bar Casino here in the Grand Cities Mall for bringing you this Dirty Thursday episode today. Boy, I tell you what, I would have loved to have been in there yesterday afternoon watching the Twins kick the crap out of Toronto. You'll be able to watch them through the rest of the playoffs here because the World Series playoffs because Rumors is wall-to-wall TVs. If you're looking for something for lunch today, sandwich and sides, just $7. Check out their weekly specials from 5 to 11. Got great lunch and dinner specials, $7 express lunches. You can go play bingo. You can try your luck with charitable gaming and the horses and all of that kind of stuff. You know what? UND hockey team playing this weekend. Grab the bus from Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. Get your ride to the Ralph. Boy, I tell you what, make sure to catch the crew of Fork Sports Highway show tonight at 6:30. Hands down, the best local sports podcast, period. Check them out at 6:30. Hey, I'm off tomorrow. Thanks to everybody for coming in today. We'll catch you Monday. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. It dings every time we go on the air. You'll never miss a show. And if you'd like to get some GFBS merchandise like the new Dirty Thursday shows, go to gfbsmerch.com. Hey, the Grand Cities are very cool. Grand Forks' best source is giving them an identity again.